Well, I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds, and it's absolutely fantastic to be part of the Building Newfoundland and Labrador podcast here at Women in Construction 2024. Sue, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us what you do.
So I'm Sue Hao-Shu. I'm with United Rentals as operations supervisor. I've also recently joined the NLCA's board as the standard section chair, and also I have the privilege of leading the Women's Coffee Circle of Perk and Inspire on a quarterly basis.
Okay, well, a lot of stuff to unpack there. Talk to me about the Coffee Circle. Talk to me about what that is.
So Coffee Circle was actually an initiative that came out of last year's Women in Construction Forum. So post-forum, we had actually just been kind of like having a chat and saying how wouldn't it be really nice to have a space outside of the once-a-year gathering where we can actually just kind of have very casual conversations, create a safe space and build a network. So 2 weeks after, we literally had, conferred with another group of women who are like-minded and interested in this and made the first Coffee Circle happen in December of last year.
Wow. Yeah. And how often does it happen?
Right now it's on an ongoing basis every quarterly. So of course it takes into consideration, of course, summer vacations or busy times, and we try to accommodate for the fact that, being in the construction industry, there are some times of the year when we're just busy and we need to be there for our work and our projects.
Right.
But we do try to keep to a consistent schedule so that the folks who are coming can expect a regular attendance so they can connect and continue to build their relationships.
Talk to me about the attendance. Is that growing? Is it come and go? How does that look?
We've been pretty consistently having anywhere between 35 to 50 people.
Wow, okay.
And that, of course, depends, again, on vacation scheduling fluctuations. But it's a pretty sturdy attendance of some base folks who were there in the inaugural one. And then they bring in new people. And then sometimes, we have guest speakers come in, or we have members who are there with expertise that can present specific subjects of their expertise.
Yeah, that's a pretty powerful little thing you've created there, right? I mean, all of those people coming together, share the ideas, share the concerns, maybe help each other along the way, show a path, You don't have to reinvent the wheel all the time, right? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So it must be a very important thing to be a part of.
It's a real privilege, and so I work with a fair number of women in United Rentals, but I haven't really had a whole lot of exposure to other women in the construction industry until I started attending the forum and also having the honor of hosting the Coffee Circle. So my network has expanded exponentially, and of course, being a part of that, someone who's establishing this space and helping to lead and shape it, and just being part of the builders and seeing something shape, grow, and become because of my participation. There's a very special sense of creator's pride in that.
Yeah, I love the way you just described that. That was simply perfect. That's great. How was the forum this year? Did you enjoy it? And did you feel that it achieved what it had hoped to?
Absolutely, and I think the forum is growing every single year. So I actually have the privilege of moderating 2 of the panels today, and we have some spectacular panelists that were so generous and open with their stories, and there's just such amazing honesty and real instant authentic connection with delegates. So having that space to share that type of stories help us build a safer and a stronger community of women, so we understand that perhaps some of our challenges are unique, but perhaps some of them are common, and that there's already someone who's walked the path and they can guide you and take your hand, and none of us are isolated or alone in this. And that was something that had come up in some of the conversation, that prior to having this forum to connect, a lot of us felt isolated and thought that we were alone in our struggles, and turned out we're not. There's the whole community of us out there. We just needed to find a way to tap into it, and here we are.
Right. Listen, I want to thank you very much for your perspective on this.
Absolutely.
I want to thank you for the leadership that you're providing at NLCA, but also in the Coffee Circle. I think that's wonderful, and it's very much appreciated. I think you guys are on such a fantastic trajectory, and that'll only get stronger and stronger over time. Because according to Minister Hutton, all hands are needed on deck here. The province is booming, and we need everybody. So thank you very much.
Thank you.